Hello, it's BTX here with a little paint program. This here is a photograph of our final result of gel electrophoresis. So this is after putting it into the gel imager and taking a photograph of it. So this is what we have. We're just going to look at this lane, which is just a DNA standard, a ladder, just to make things easier. And to make things more easier, we're just going to look at this left lane, a picture, which is also just another ladder. So we're just going to look at that for now. So as you might notice, the bigger pieces of DNA are closer to the well, and the smaller pieces of DNA are farther from the well. That is because smaller pieces of DNA reptate, or basically move, faster than larger pieces of DNA. So as you can see, this band here is only 100 base pairs long, so it reptated the furthest from any of these bands, and the largest band, which is 1200 base pairs long, traveled the shortest distance. So basically, smaller DNA faster, and larger DNA slower. To break it down even further, it's kind of like a racetrack where the DNA are racing against each other. And, well, we know that the smallest piece of DNA are going to run further, while the next larger piece is going to run a little bit slower, and the larger the piece of DNA gets, the slower they get. So we can basically if we rearrange it, we can look at it this way, where the smallest gets the furthest, and the largest gets not the furthest. And this is basically what you see here. Another thing to note is making the gel. Basically, the larger the DNA, the thinner gel you need to make, and the smaller DNA you have, the thicker the gel you have to make. So what I have here is kind of an example of maybe having larger DNA with a thicker gel, or a smaller piece of DNA with a thinner gel, so that those won't work together. So it's kind of like me dirtying up the track and spraying water all over it and trying to slow the pieces of DNA down, so they won't really run as well as they possibly could. So it's important to make gels appropriate to these type of DNA that you have, and that way your DNA samples will run most efficiently. But those are just some important things to know about making gels and running electrophoresis.